Today's show brought to you in part by GoToMeeting. For a free 30-day trial, use code podcast at gotomeeting.com.
We hope this app makes a lot of sense. This is Travel App of the Day. Hey everyone, welcome to Travel App of the Day. I'm Courtney Wallen. We're back. It's good to be back. It's just going to be probably a pretty quick episode. It's straight and to the point. And Andy, I know you've taken a peek at this app. Are you excited?
Where are you going and how much is it going to cost for you to get there?
Exactly. Now, I will be utilizing this app firsthand, and the app we're talking about is called Cost2Drive. Now, Andy, we had covered it before, and I want to cover it again because the last time we talked about it, it was $2.99. And you could also add your RV, whatever vehicle you're towing, your motorcycle. Doesn't seem to be able to do that anymore. But the app is now free. You can get it for your iOS devices, or you can use the website. So if you go to cost2drive.com, is that the correct? Did I get that?
That's what I am looking at.
Cost2, without the two, COSTTODRIVE.com. And of course, you can go to the iOS App Store and download it as well. But Andy, the great thing about this is whether you're just road tripping with your vehicle, even if you're towing an RV, you probably have an idea of how much that decreases your mileage, so you can do the math there. But I'm going to the Dells this week. I'm going to the Wisconsin Dells, and we're driving. So I'm thinking, how much gas is this going to take me? What's the average gas price right now? And you can do it all right there. So, Andy, are you creating a trip right now? If you want to talk us through it.
I am indeed. I am moving from Elkhart, Indiana to Stanton, Virginia.
So, and you can put in the make and model of your vehicle, the year.
Exactly. In fact, let me zoom up on it here a little bit. And I'm selecting the trusty minivan. Okay, my cost to drive is...
How long of a trip is that, typically?
It's about 700 miles. $94 in fuel.
All right, so $94.
Okay, 600 miles. Okay, 600 miles.
So it tells you your mileage there, how many hours it should take, and... it shows you the average gas price on there. But the best thing about it, too, and which I really like this, is, Andy, it shows you how much you could fly there for. How much money are you saving by driving?
About $300.
About $300. Now, Andy,
Yeah.
I just have a hunch, but if you towed an RV, I think that you probably still save money. Am I correct?
I think you probably would, yes.
So it tells you not only what the average gas prices is, it tells you also where you'll need to stop for gas, and then what the cost to fly would be. Now, Andy, I've got the app up here on my phone. Of course, my phone has gone to sleep while we've been showing our website example. But I've put in my car. It gets 31 miles to the gallon, which I could argue with that. It's got a 15-gallon tank, and so we're going to do that. And I put in my trip for this weekend, and it was like $32 to get to the Wisconsin Dells. Now, I will be really interested to see if it's about that, because I think sometimes unless you're, I don't know, if you're just kind of this is just kind of like a weekend road trip, we're going to go visit family, not really something we've budgeted out for, but if you're taking a long trip, you've budgeted out the money, and you don't want to go over, and if you go under, it's a great thing.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you got up there?
I've got, I figured I'd put in a longer trip here, like to go to Las Vegas. That would be, to take the van to go to Las Vegas would take 29 hours to drive, a little over 29 hours. I think it's very interesting that they show where you would need to refuel as you went along there. What was most interesting is $299 to drive. If you were going by yourself, you could fly for $384. So for $84, plus the fact you'd have to drive for 29 hours. So you really need to have two people. At that point, then, it's $150 to drive for two people. So it's about half the price.
Yeah.
of the airplane tickets. So interesting information.
And you think about that too. If you get a road trip where you're like, okay, the cost to drive and the plane is about the same. I love road tripping just because you can stop at places and kind of get more of a vacation out of it.
But if you had another couple, if you had 4 people,
yep.
If you had 4 people, then that could change the dynamics pretty quickly.
Absolutely could. And you need to factor in if you do not have an RV and you're just road tripping with your vehicle, you've got to factor in hotels and things like that. So another advantage to having the RV there too, it's probably still a little less expensive. So I think this is a really fantastic app. If you're planning whether it's just a weekend getaway or a distant vacation, you can start planning. Of course, gas prices will fluctuate, but this app is going to be on top of it and let you know what the average gas price is, and hopefully you've overestimated and you'll have a little bit more to spend on the trip. So this is something, like I said, I'm going to be using it this weekend. I hope to maybe write up a little review and let you know how it goes, because I just think it's a really interesting one. So Andy, any last words, or what? You've got a little bit more on here too.
Oh, I'm just looking here. It also has destination recommendations for Las Vegas, so you can go ahead and book at quite a decent hotel once you get there, like Four Seasons Hotel Las Vegas.
Four Seasons Hotel Las Vegas.
That would be pretty nice place. Huh?
I think it would be okay.
I think you can get used to that, right?
I could get used to that. That's right. So check it out. It's Cost2Drive, COSTODRIV.com is the website. It's available for iOS devices. In the App Store, it is free. So check it out. We think it's a really great app. And like I said, I'll have more details hopefully for you next week to let you know how it went. But I have a feeling it's going to go pretty well. Of course, no show would be complete without our 30 seconds of shameless plugging. Be sure to watch Travel App of the Day and all the other great shows here at RVNN TV on our Boxee channel. You can find us in the App Store. The RVNN Daily comes out each and every Friday with great social media contributors, so be sure to subscribe to that. Of course, you can find us on Google+. Follow us on Pinterest, give us a thumbs up on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. We've got facelifts for all of our new social media sites, so be sure to check that out as well. We'd love to hear your feedback, too. Maybe I'm just poking for some compliments, right? What?
You want to find out?
What?
All that money, if you had 4 people to go to Las Vegas, to then stay at Four Seasons, you better drive.
Yeah?
You better drive, because you're going to need that money when you get there.
Oh. Gotcha. Okay, noted. That's interesting. Maybe we should run that by for CES. Andy and I are having side talk here. Last but not least, be sure to check us out on the Roku. We are in the outdoor category, so be sure to subscribe, tell a friend, and give us a rating. We would greatly appreciate it. We will have another great app for you next week. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you then.
Hey, Gabe, wanna go for a walk? Gabe? Gabe? Gabe?
Hey, buddy, you lost? Hold on.
If your pet is the adventuresome type, be sure he's connected to Pet Hub. A quick scan using any smartphone shares your pet's vital information, so that even his wildest escapades have a happy ending. Pet Hub, reuniting pets with their families.
Come on, Gabe, let's go home.